Robinson. This is the Daily Voice Sports Edition. I'm standing outside the Sidelines Sports Bar in Landover, Maryland, to interview none other than former Redskin linebacker LaVar Arrington. Welcome to the show.
Okay, well, thank you. Thanks for having me.
First question. You've had a smooth transition from the outside looking in, going from NFL gladiator to
off the field gladiator.
Thank you.
Okay.
How's it going being 1 year in business now? How's it going for you?
Things are going well. The interesting thing about transitioning from doing something that you've done your whole life is when you're inspired to be successful, the things that you do, you know, you pick and you choose what it is you want to do, you make a plan, and you go after it. So it's really no different than what I was doing when I played football. You know, it's just a different challenge. So, you know, we're sitting in one of my challenges right now at the Sidelines. One of my challenges, you know, I'm on a radio show on 106.7. You know, it's just a lot of these things, everything that I learned growing up playing sports are all things that are applied in my everyday life. So,
speaking of which, let me ask you this: do you use any of the team building skills you learned in football in forming your staff here? As far as do you have a quarterback here? Do you have a star running back here? Because I know I've met Carl Levin. He's got to be your point man or something.
That's the man.
You staff you the same way as far as?
Of course. When you're going into business ventures, especially as, I don't want to say a novice, but I mean, I'm new to doing, you know, a restaurant, obviously, and even doing the radio, it's something new, but having the type of drive and understanding and humility to be able to look at how other people have done it that have succeeded, and looking at the people who may have not done as well, and trying to identify what those things are as to why they did well or why they didn't do well. I definitely apply those things. So I definitely do have, you know, different levels of hierarchy in all of my businesses.
Switching gears to football right quick, you had what I consider a very good short career with the Redskins, meaning that you're still loved by the fans. You made a couple Pro Bowls. I don't think anybody's expectations were fulfilled when you were here as far as the team itself, but you had a good short career here. What would you, in your opinion, consider your greatest moment as a Redskin? Whether it be a play or a game?
I couldn't narrow it down to one moment because I've had quite a few. And the one thing that I can say, no matter what the circumstances were that I was facing as an employee of the Washington Redskins, I always gave it everything that I had. I always left it on the field, whether it be in practice or whether it had been in games. I always left it on the field. And now I don't have maybe a couple. Maybe a couple regrets.
Carolina, when you all won 5.
It was a great moment. It was a great moment, but so was getting drafted to the Washington Redskins. So was, you know, winning against the Cowboys for Darryl Green's last game playing. So was being the guy who helped Bruce Smith not only tie the record but break the record. I mean, I couldn't narrow it down to one. Okay. Playing with Sean Taylor, you know. I mean, there's so many different things that I could look at and say that one moment in particular. But knowing Sam Huff, you know.
Speaking of which, do me a favor, look into the camera, and there's a very good chance Sam Huff's going to see this.
All right.
I don't know if you've spoken to him in a long time. I know he's one of your mentors.
Yeah.
Say something to Sam right now. You know.
Sam, I love you. I miss you. Give me a call sometime. Whatever. Let me know. But I hope you're all right. I hope that this recording finds you in great health and in a great state of mind. I really miss you, buddy. Love you.
Last question, LaVar. Are you keeping up with the current Redskins? Because
of course.
There's a guy by the name of Mike Williams that's starting right now at right tackle because of injury. He spent 4 years, as you know, out of football with a bad back.
Right.
But now he's back into football.
Right.
What are the chances?
Never.
That number 56 ever strap it on again?
My quote.
We miss you, man.
I said I appreciate it. I gave a quote. I don't recall what year it was, but somebody asked me, did I feel like it was the best thing to do to play as hard as I played?
Okay.
And I said, well, what kind of a question is that? And he basically said, well, as hard as you play, do you really believe that you'll last that long
you look fit.
in the NFL? Yeah, I feel fine. I basically told him, if you've seen the best of me, you've seen the last of me.
I got you.
And there's no possible way I could come back and people would see the best of me out there on that field. I'm good.
Even for $10 million a year?
It's not about the money. I gave money back to get out of Washington.
Yeah.
You know, so it's not. It's a little bit about the money. There's money involved in it, but there's definitely a lot more to it than just that. So
that door's closed then?
That door's closed, bro. It's closed. Yeah.
LaVar, appreciate your time.
All right.
Once again, this was Tony Robinson interviewing LaVar Arrington at the Sideline Sports Bar. Tune in next time. We're going to be talking to Darrell Green, former Redskin great at the Darrell Green Youth Life Foundation. We'll talk to you then. In the meantime, I'm out of here.
No problem.
Thanks,
no problem.
Appreciate
no problem.
that.
All right. Enjoy yourself.